Alright, welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Last time we killed a Gendrome and a Cephadrome, and this time we're going to be hunting some more large monsters. I'm going to see who we need to kill. Actually, I don't think we will be hunting large monsters. We will not be hunting large monsters, actually, I lied. We're going to be doing some small monster slaying quests. These are going to go by real quick, so we'll just cover them. So the first quest we're taking on is the Rambunctious Rhenoplos quest. It's a quest where it has us slaying 5 Rhenoplos. So pretty much we're gonna go on, I think, to area 3? Yes, area 3. And once we get to area 3, we'll have our little friends we need to kill. This is good for us because we need some quests to try and get our good Prowlers set up. So that's how it's gonna work. Now we're gonna fight these guys, and something I will note is that my controller issue is fixed and it feels great. No more sluggishness, none of that. So pretty much what we're gonna do is fight these guys. Don't hit them on the head because you will bounce. Their head is hard like a shield. Or I guess, okay. If you have orange sharpness, it'll bounce. If you have green sharpness like I do, it won't bounce. These guys do make equipment, and I don't think their weapons are good. I'm not sure about their defense on their armor. I guess I'll carve this guy. I think you get 2 carbs out of them. If you're playing as a hunter, you can carve them to get raw meat, which is good. We're gonna go ahead and carve them. Yeah, we got some scalp from it. So we're gonna go on into area 7. I think there's some more here. We've killed 2. I guess not. Never mind. Onward into area 8. More Macau here. We're just gonna go ahead and jump down into area 9. Alright, and there's some more down here. There's at least one. I see another one over there. That'll make 4. We only need to kill 5. Go ahead and fight this guy. Again, the head does not great damage, but they're small monsters, so it really doesn't matter ultimately. Actually, they're stuck here, so we can finish it on this go. Guess I'll activate piercing boomerangs real quick just to make this go a tiny bit faster. Same for you. Don't worry, you'll get in all the fun. Alright, and that's that quest. Again, really quick quest, and it helps us for gathering our Prowlers. So I'm going to go ahead and meet you back at the hub, and I'm going to go ahead in the meantime and just look for the right Prowlers. So you don't have to sit through that. I'll see you then. Alright, so I didn't find anything of interest, unfortunately. But I'm sure we'll get it eventually, so nothing to worry about too much. Next quest we're going to be taking on is the Hermit Grab, as is killing 5 Hermitars. This one takes place on the dunes, and also a very quick quest. I guess while I'm doing this quest, we're just going to go on down to, I think, area 2. Into area 2, there's one here. 2 here, actually. But I'm going to say on my Prowler build, the end game, what we really want is what we have now: piercing boomerangs, big boomerangs, soothing roll, and then what else we want is go fight wind, which lowers all of your support gauge moves by 1, or the cost on it by 1, and the move itself costs 2. And then we want Mega Boomerang, and that's going to be our kind of our best damage dealing setup. I'm sure there's another utility skill that I'll want, but for now that's what we're mainly looking for. I don't know if I'll be able to get it all in one cat. We still have an extra slot to teach, or we will still have an extra slot to teach later on. so that's what we use it for. And for skills, I'm still not quite sure yet. Probably just crit and attack boost. But yeah, we're taking care of these Hermitar in Area 2, Area 7. That's 4 of them. I want to say this is right. You go into Area 8 or 9. It's not Area 9, then it's Area 8. I think 2 more spawn in here, though. We only need to kill 1 more, though. Yep, 2 more. Go ahead and kill this guy. And this is a really fast quest. I think this is one of the fastest quests. If you don't have like any special items that you can deliver to end a quest quicker. This lets you farm cats easiest, and it's only a 2-star quest. So go ahead and use this one to farm your cats if you're just not getting good pulls. But either way, the reason we want those support moves is that it just works really well, because if we can spend 2 on Go Fight Win, then we get pretty much free soothing rolls since they cost 0, free big boomerangs, and then 1 bar cost for piercing boomerangs. Pretty much the idea behind Go Fight Win is if you're going to use 3 bars of gauge, then it's going to be more cost effective to use Go Fight Win. But if you're only using 2 or less, then don't use it. Anyways, I'll meet you back at the hub again after I look after the cats. These 2 quests went by really quickly, and that's a good thing, especially if you want to look for more Prowlers. So I'll see you then. Alright, so nothing of interest again. We're going to go ahead and talk to the Baron Chief. Since we got all of our keys, he's going to want us to fight a Tetsucabra. And that's immediately what we're going to do. Talk to the quest gal, and she's going to give us an urgent quest. We're going to take it. Go eat at the canteen here. See if we have any interesting skills. There's Hurler. You see Hurler, try and take it. Unless you really want more defense for Defender High, but if you do see Hurler, take it, because it does boost the power of your boomerangs. I don't know how much, but it's still useful. Alright, so this takes place at night. Not like the atmosphere at nighttime. Not really that it changes the map very much at all. Used to, but I don't think it does here. No, we're just gonna head on into Area 3. I think it's safe. Yep, Area 3, where that pink dot is. We're gonna meet the Tetsucabra. Alright, the Tetsucabra. This is your first pretty complicated large monster. It's not the most complicated, but he can roar, which is something you haven't ran into yet. So whenever a monster roars and you don't have the earplug skill, at least as a cat, you'll flinch. You can do a couple of things. You can iframe it, you can guard it, or you can use one of your support skills to iframe it too. This guy, he's special. He has a lot of different moves. He's gonna do a hop here. Again, most of the time I recommend staying to their side. Can't hurt you too much as long as they don't have like a hip check or something like that. Interesting thing about this guy is that he has a lot of body part breaks. Again, this is your first pretty complicated large monster, at least mechanically wise. And I'd say it's a pretty good one to start you out on. There's a sidestep. You can break his tusks twice, and we might go for that. They're not the best damage. His tail, whenever it's softened, is the best damage. You can tell right there, his tail's round. It'll turn to spikes here in a second. Right there. Don't hit it whenever it's spiky, because it just is not a good hit zone. I'm gonna go for a mount here. You also see that he can pick up a rock. He'll throw that down. I'll probably get hit by it. Being a little greedy there. But you can break his tusks. I'm pretty sure you can break his tail, and you can break his, at least his front legs. I don't remember if you can break his back legs. Actually, I'm pretty 100% sure you can break his back legs. And his back legs aren't the worst hit zones either. I'm gonna throw some rocks around. Steer clear of that. It's standing in the air. I think if you touch it, it'll hurt you. Or if it falls on you, it also hurts you. There's a little spit. Now for Prowlers, that spit really doesn't do anything, but for Hunters, it'll drain your stamina. I don't think all the way, just a little bit, but it can be annoying. He's gonna do a hop. I'm gonna try and block if it does hit me. Go for a mount. Again, try and hit that back with your mounting attacks. That'll make it easier to do. The button, he'll flow around a little bit while we hold on to his back. Mash that X and A button. He's gonna start flailing, but we're close enough that we're gonna do that. And when you topple, his tail stays soft, so use that for your best damage. It is pretty hard to hit, but it is very good damage. I'm gonna stick out of his way. I'm gonna turn again. He's digging. I don't know if he's leaving the area. He is leaving the area, so he'll go on to the next area. A lot of monsters, when they leave the area, will dig, even though the area is open. It's just a weird quirk. Not sure why they do it, but they do it anyways. He's gonna do a hop. He's not gonna throw anything towards me, so I'm just gonna dodge out of the way. If you don't think you'll be able to dodge out of the way, pull up your block. I'm probably gonna get hit by that if I don't move. There we go. Give him a boomerang spin. Just gonna roar. Didn't get my block off in time. But we do have enough bar gauge for our Furious, so we're gonna activate that. He got flinched by our other cats. We're gonna do a vault. And just to show you how good this is on larger monsters, I'm gonna get hit anyways. You are not invincible during that. I think the little startup animation, you are invincible. But for the rest of it, you're vulnerable since you are attacking. Guess I iframed that? That's very odd. Didn't iframe that though. Use Soothing Roll to heal. Activate big boomerangs. I do not have piercing boomerangs active. That's fine though. We're gonna do a spin. He's gonna do his little lunging attack. I think he's mad right now. He's comboing a lot of his attacks. Yeah, he's mad. Again, if you see the steam spewing out of their mouth, they're mad. Also, an interesting thing is whenever you're mad, you get, I think, low-grade earplugs. Also, I guess if you mount him twice, you can break his back too. Again, he has a lot of part breaks. But those low-grade earplugs are good for mounting or just general things. So now that we know that and we're mad, even if he roars, we won't be flinched by it. So if he starts to wind up a roar, you can just keep on wailing at him. Oh, got hit by that. Probably should have blocked. I'm gonna block this. Go for a spin. And the quickest way to get to your spin, it's very vulnerable, but on a down or something, it's just doing that overhead block combo. And downside to this vault, I don't have it anymore, but the downside to the vault is that you don't have a very reliable way of getting out of the way, since it does throw you in the air and slows down your movement. I'm gonna get hit by this. Oh, or not. He'll jump right over it. He's exhausted now. Get hit by that rock. It's a pretty big hitbox. So as you can see, his tail is soft. I'm not gonna worry about his tail right now though. I'm gonna try and go for the tusk breaks. I'm gonna hit the tail though because it's right in front of me. Yep, there's a tusk break. You can break it again and get the other one. He's gonna dig, so we know he's going into the next area, so we're gonna follow him. Try and hit him off. Again, since he's exhausted, he's just going to go very slowly, and his elemental attacks, like his stamina draining spit, do not work. Just spin here. He's gonna do a side step. You can dodge under him if you're a cat. He's gonna do a jump. Cats hit him with a bomb. I'm surprised they're actually landing their bombs. Just spin on that tail. That is just good damage, as you can see, because he flinched. Do a claw slap. use that little... Oh, we're not angry anymore, so we did get flinched. But use your little lunge attack to maneuver around them. The whole point is that you're just moving quick enough to where the monster can't hit you with its attacks. You're gonna pull out a big rock, probably gonna jump over it too. No, he's gonna roar. That's why we want Adept Prowler, because we can just immediately dodge out of our boomerangs, not having to worry about the end lag and pulling off a guard. And it works great. I'm gonna Soothing Roll here because I'm low on health in order to avoid that attack. The roll helps get me in position for the next attack really quickly. And he's limping. That's the reason I like Soothing Roll more over Emergency Retreat, because you're kind of slow underground, so you can't really move to a position you want to very quickly. And again, you do risk being tremor or roared out of the ground, which this is the first monster that I think can do both, actually. His rocks, I think, maybe contribute, and maybe I'm thinking of Drill Tusk, but either way, just be careful. Completely missed that boomerang. You're gonna pull out a small rock, throw those, get out of his way. He's gonna jump. There's a tremor. So that would throw you out of the ground if you are underground. He's gonna pop that. I don't have to worry since I'm on his back. And if you flinch him and there's a rock in his mouth, or he's picking up a rock even, he'll drop a shiny. And I think the shiny almost always drops paddock oil, and that's used for hunter equipment. I think you can make Tetsucabra scrap out of it. Either way, we're almost done. Trying to spin, didn't hit him at all. But I'll gather the shiny and see what it is. I think he can drop Wyvern Tears too. Oh, pedicle. But that's good for upgrading stuff, and I think making the Tetsucabra armor too, which has defense up, I think. I know it has that in 4 Ultimate. Not sure about this game. Gonna do his little spit there. Do a lunge attack. Try and get out of his way. I dodged right into him. Should have done a leftward dodge there. That would have got me in a better position. He's gonna do a claw slap. I dodge straight into it and lose my acorn. But we're still doing fine. Only took 5 minutes. I mean, my cats will get the kill. Or not. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. He's gonna roar, so we block it that time. And you can use Soothing Roll to get out of that. You can even iframe it. Iframing is just not reliable with cats. And stay clear of that. Soothing Roll costs 1 bar gauge. Also, we're done. I'm gonna carve this guy up. He's gonna give you Tetsucabra stuff, which again, I do think the armor does have defense up, at least for hunters. Prowler's armor doesn't have equipment, or sorry, skills, if I can speak correctly. But it might have more defense. In fact, yeah, it does have more defense, since it is a 2-star monster instead of 1-star monster. So with that, I'll see you back at the base after I check all of my Prowlers, and hopefully we get a good one this time. Alright, so once again, nothing of interest. But we'll keep looking out for him, and he's going to tell us we have 3-star quests now. I'm going to go ahead and see what that Tetsucabra armor looks like, or at least stats-wise. 16 compared to the 7 that we have now, that's almost double. So I think we'll go ahead and make it. So pretty much we're just going to throw all of our Tetsucabra scraps in. And we're gonna make it. Now the Tetsucabra weapon is not good. Again, yellow sharpness. We don't want yellow sharpness, and I'll show it to you real quick. Yellow sharpness, and it does have 76 in melee and attack, or sorry, melee and boomerang, and it is a blunt weapon, but it has -10 affinity, and again, yellow sharpness, so just not good for us. I don't see anything else worth our while right now. So we'll not worry about it. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. Next time we'll be going back to the other villages and getting more quests from the elders. And doing a lot more questing. Hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, please comment below. And do not take any hard, solid advice from me. I'm just, you know, saying what I can remember off the top of my head. And I know a lot about the game, but also don't know a lot about the game. I've put thousands of hours into this game alone, and I really enjoy it, but I slip up a lot. Anyways, have a nice day, and goodbye.